Assalamu alaikum students, this is Majid Tahir, your teacher for computer science. Today we are doing another topic of programming, P2. The topic that we are doing is selection statements. So in this topic we will be looking at the flowcharts, pseudocodes and the program codes of Visual Basics and Python. Now the second portion of the conditional statement is case of otherwise end case. Now case of otherwise end case is a very helpful tool. When we have a lot of conditions, we can make them very compact by the use of case of otherwise. For a case condition, several values are usually specified. Otherwise is taken when the path is on the no side, means that when all the conditions are false, then it goes to otherwise. End statement is done by the end case. Now let's see. Begin, declare choice, enter number 1, number 2. Answer is all of them are integer. Enter number 1 and number 2. User inputs number 1, number 2, and then enter choice. 1 for addition, 2 for subtraction, 3 for multiply, 4 for divide. Input choice, case of choice 1, 2, 3, 4. If user inputs 1, number 1 plus number 2 goes to answer. In case of choice 2, number 1 minus 2 goes to answer. Choice 3, number 1 multiply by number 2 goes to answer. Choice 4, number 1 divide by number 2 goes to answer. Otherwise print invalid choice, end case. Now this statement is going to, user, let me explain it to you line by line. So we have 4 variables with the same data type, so we have declared them in one separate line. Single line, all variables are declared. Then this is the prompt, so that user can input number 1 and number 2. Again, user has input number 1 and number 2, so number 1 goes to num1. Now one variable will hold something, and number 2 will hold some number 2 in it. Now then another prompt statement, so user can enter a choice. So choice variable will hold either 1, 2, 3, 4. User can input anything. If user inputs any other thing other than 1, 2, 3, 4, it will go to the no portion and it will print invalid choice. Now most of the time people think that case statements only work with the fixed values, but it can work with the range of values also. Let's see how the range of values can be used in the case statements. Now you can see input marks. User can input marks. We have declared a variable of marks. The prompt statement for the user, input marks. Now marks variable can hold some marks in it. And then this is the case statement where there are range of values. If user inputs anything between 90 to 100, it will print A star. If user inputs anything between 80 to 89, it will print A. If user inputs anything between 70 to 79, B. Anything between 60 to 69, C. 50 to 59, D. 40 to 49, E. And otherwise, if anything else is input other than out of these range, then it will print U and then end case. So this is the case statements how Cambridge allows you, but there are multiple variations of the range of values with the case statements. I will be showing it to you in another slide, but this is the syntax that Cambridge follows, so we have to follow this syntax. Now this is the flowchart. As you can see in the case statements, multiple conditions can be always, the flowchart works the same way. So you have parallelogram, input marks, then the condition statement, if marks are greater than equal to 80, again the same symbol will be used. If yes goes to, yes portion goes to the true portion, no, then you have another condition of the same symbol, means that there is another conditional statement. So flowcharts are all the same. If then else or case of, in flowchart they are always the same. Let's see how this is reflected in the program. So as you can see, such a big flowchart is compact so much by the case statement, only in 4 or 5 lines. So case statement really, declaration, prompt, user has input something in the marks variable, so marks variable will hold something. If user inputs anything, it checks any of the option between these case statements and it will print the output statement. Important thing is that we are going to look at the program code now with the case statement. So begin marks, input marks, case of marks greater than. So this was, I was talking about that there are different variations of the case statements. Now you can see that case statements can be worked with greater than equal to sign. Means that if the marks that you're applying are greater than equal to 80, you can do this like that, greater than equal to 80, greater than equal to 80, then colon, and then if you want to write down print, and then a, and then greater than equal to 70, colon, print b. This is also correct. This is also correct in the case statement, but the Cambridge syllabus does not follow this syntax. The Cambridge syllabus follows the syntax 80 to 89, then colon, and then print whatever you want to print, right? So instead of this one, Cambridge follows like that. So like in the previous slide, so you should follow the syntax that Cambridge follows, but some universities follow this syntax also. Let's see the program code now. The same case statements are reflected in the Visual Basics. Dim is the keyword for declaration over here. Console.WriteLine is console.WriteLine is for output or print. Enter your marks are displayed over here. Marks is equal to console.readLine is the input. So input marks is this statement. Then case of marks in otherwise end case is this select case over here. So select case marks. Now in Visual Basic, select case marks, case greater than equal to 80, output grade A, case greater than equal to 70, output B, case greater than equal to 60, output C, case greater than equal to 50, output D, case greater than 40, output E. Case else is for otherwise. Case else is for otherwise. Grade U, repeat exam, and then end select, because select case was given, the end select. In this case, it is end case. So as I've told you earlier, the Visual Basics relates one-to-one with the pseudocode, so students can easily adapt from the pseudocode to Visual Basic code. So it's very easy to understand the Visual Basic code when you're working with the pseudocodes. Now let's see the code for Python. Now before we go to the Python, let's see the output statement. Now as you've seen, this is the prompt, enter your marks, which was over here, enter your marks. So user has input 65, which goes to the marks variable, So marks variable, now holds value 65. Now it is displayed grade C because 65 is not greater than equal to 80, not greater than equal to 70, but greater than equal to 60. So it will check this portion. This is the correct one. It goes to this statement and it prints grade C. So it is printed over here. And in the second line over here, enter your marks. Again, this one, prompt for the user. 35 goes to the marks variable. So 35 goes to this marks variable. So it holds 35 now. Program checks if is it greater than 80? No. It is greater than 70? No. Is it greater than 60? No. Greater than 50? No. Greater than 40? No. All of them no. So it goes to the case else portion and it printed grade U, repeat exam, because all of these conditions were false. So it had to go to the else portion. In our pseudocode, it will go to the U portion or otherwise, because all of them are false. So it goes to the otherwise portion. It says grade U, repeat exam, because all of them were not true. Now let's see the same code, the same case statement in Python. As I've told you earlier that Python does not, syntax is a bit different than the syntax of pseudocode or Visual Basics. So Python does not, give us the facility of case of. Python only has if then else condition. So if we have case of condition, we have to convert that case of into if then else, just like we have done earlier in the if then else statement. So if marks are greater than equal to 90, print a. Elif is for else if marks are greater than equal to 80, colon, and then indent forward and then print a. Elif marks are greater than equal to 70, colon, indent forward and then print b, and so on. So in pseudocode 90 to 100, A star, 70 to 79, B, 60 to 69, C, 50 to 59, D. Otherwise print fail. So Python basically, follows the same if then else condition, multiple if then else condition with the elif. So the same way you can apply the case of. Python does not have case of, so you have to go with the if then else in Python. So this was it for this today's lesson. I hope you've understood the selection statement of if then else and case of. Have a good day. Allah Hafiz.